what has inspired you guys to make your music? Like, what things in your lives propel that?
Yeah, it's like to me, it's like it's a couple of different answers. Like, one is just nature, I think. Like, for me, writing is almost like sneezing. Like, sometimes it's like just compulsive, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'll necessarily be in the mood to write a song, but sometimes I'll just pick the guitar up and something will come out, and it will reveal a truth about my life that like I wasn't aware of, you know what I'm saying? It'll be something very subconscious. And then another time would be like where we go in and intentionally we're like, listen, we need to like have a moment where we discuss like a major event, or like, we get into these really like deep philosophical conversations, and we want to write from a place of like healing the world, or like being, leaving a good mark on the planet. So like for me, it's either personal, almost compulsive, or it's like intentional. What am I going to leave on this earth when I'm gone?
Nice legacy. We all like that. Yeah, that's
Totally.
why this show. I hope you get some legacy out there from here.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, what's always inspired me as a writer has definitely been providing value to myself and other people with the music I make. And going back to what you said too, it's like, I think music is such like a spiritual type of experience for me and for us. I think when we write, and it does always kind of reveal the truth that you're a little too afraid to tell yourself, or like sometimes when we sit down, it's a lot of the conversation is like, what is the truth that we need to hear that we're not telling ourselves, or what's the truth that like the world or the people around us you need to hear that we're not talking about enough of. I think that has always inspired us a lot. And then I think my father was a songwriter growing up.
Shout out Big Tom.
Shout out Big Tom. And he was also a fireman. And my mom was a teacher. And I think like they were just always like, I saw them like provide value to society in a lot of different ways. And like, I think what's always kind of inspired our work is like, let's use our talents to inspire people.
Cool.
I think that's really like how do we inspire ourselves to be better, and how do we inspire the people around us?
Beautiful.
Good answer.
Good answer. Good
answer.
Which part do you guys both play in PIXIEPUNK? Tell us a little bit about individually, like what do you guys do in PIXIEPUNK day to day, or what goes on?
Well, I'm the pixie and she's the punk.
I knew that. Thanks for clarifying.
I'm so glad you said that. Yes.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying.
That way I didn't have to say it. Our we're crazy. We're just two insane people in a room. We're just insane. And
two little kids, I think.
We're two kids.
Yeah.
We are.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and we're still figuring everything out, obviously. I like to say, from a songwriter's perspective, like when we're talking just about songwriting, that I am the starter, he's the finisher. So I will put the skeleton together, and then he puts the skin on. I know that sounds a little gross, but it is almost Halloween. So he puts the skin on the songs, and I like starting. I'm more inspired by seeing what I said earlier, by seeing what is inside that needs to come out. I'm more inspired by that than I am about, like, let's sit down and write about this. Whereas he is more inspired by, let's sit down and write about this.
I think we're really, like, it's very interesting. I think we both worked with a lot of different people since starting this journey and just being out here. And I think that we are such a good team because we come from really two different perspectives. Like, even the other day, like, when... she writes fantastic music on her own. I consider myself a strong writer on my own, and when we come together, there's this clash of like our styles that really creates something very unique, and it's always just such a fluid experience. I feel working together. Like, I think what really drew us both to working together was like how there's just like no ego in the room a lot of the time. Like when we're writing something, it's really about the best idea and like how do we make this as powerful and emotional as possible. It's never like there's just no like
one-upping.
There's just no insecurity or ego, and I think like that's been the hardest thing to like find in a collaboration a little bit, being super confident in what we both bring to the table.